Welcome back to Mac Talk Sports, and in this video we are gonna preview the first semi-final of the Euro 2024. It's France versus Spain, the one team with 100% record in the tournament in Spain, and the team that has its setbacks and has hurdles and has somehow made it to the semi-final by crawling and clutching and doing everything that they could, but they have reached the semi-final and they are gonna play against the best team of the tournament. So let's get right into it. We're gonna start with France. Like, coming into tournament, they were one of the favorites to win the tournament. Alongside Portugal and England, they defeated one of the favorites in the quarterfinals in a penalty shootout in Portugal, and now they are in the semi-final. But their performances have been anything but great. I mean, they have been really boring to watch. Their team morale, their team chemistry, there's nothing is working for them. Their star player is not performing. Their second striker is not performing. The best player that they have in the tournament right now is their defensive midfielder in N'Golo Kante. They have not been able to score a goal from open play in the entire competition. I mean, their highest scorer for France in the tournament is on goal. So that just tells you how bad that they have been. Defensively, they have been really good because the attackers are not performing in a way that you expected them to, and it is bringing a bit of pressure in the defense. But they have held out till now. They are one of the best defenders when it comes to the XG conceded. They are on the low, like the top bottom three in the entire tournament. But they have been lucky in a way that they have not played a side that is, you know, looking to attack, looking to get out of the blocks, looking to take a possession and then hurt them with it. Till now that they have played, most of their teams just like to sit back. The Dutch like to sit back. The Belgium were the same, Portugal were the same. So till now they have not really faced an opposition that like to have the ball in their with them and then try to attack them, which they are going to have tonight against Spain. So I think they might be in trouble, quite a lot of trouble, not just a little trouble, a lot of trouble with that regard. So from the French side, as I said, the main player Kylian Mbappe is not performing. Griezmann has been all over the place. Dembele again is not doing anything. And as you say, I made a video about the French team as well. I think the problem lies with Mbappe. He's not performing in a way that you expected him to be. Like, we are in the semi-final stage and he has not scored a goal. You expected him to have like 5 to 6 goals by this time to be on the list of the Golden Boot, but unfortunately for him and France, he's not been able to do. I agree that he has got an injury, but still the player of his caliber and the game, the teams that he has played, you expect Mbappe to do something. Not scoring a goal is a different thing, but he is not he's not taken any game where you can say that Mbappe was great in that game. It has not been the case. He has been really dull the entire competition. And you don't expect this from Mbappe, and the way that he left his team stranded in the last game, when the penalty shootouts were coming, when the game was about to end, it was like 15 minutes remaining, the second half of extra time, or maybe even 10 minutes before, and then he left, and his team was like just looking at their captain that he has left. People are gonna come and say that he had an injury, and I get all of that. But as I've said this, that you are leaving your country, you're representing your country at such a big stage, and you are the captain, you are the talisman. People expect you to fight until the last ball, but unfortunately he decided to leave. And fortunately for him and for France that they were able to win the penalty shootouts, because if they had not, a lot of questions would have been asked about him. Didier Deschamps, he needs to change something, because as I said in my the video about France, and I'm going to say it again, like if when Mbappe is playing, France are not playing in a way that they should be. Like their best game was when Mbappe was not playing. They created the most chances in that game from the all 5 games that they have played. They looked more threatening in that game when Mbappe was not there. So there is no doubt that Mbappe is going to start. You cannot drop Mbappe in a semi-final of the Euro Cup. But if he's going to play, Deschamps needs to change something. The way that they are playing, maybe he needs to tweak his formation. There's something must be done if France have to have control in that game, because the way that they have played in the entire competition, they have just sat back and let the opposition have the ball, which is mind-boggling to me. You don't expect a French side to do this. They let this they let Austria have the ball so much, and they almost hurt them as well. So I think they are gonna be in trouble in this game against Spain. Speaking of Spain, I mean, they have been the team of the tournament. There's no doubt about that. 100% record in the entire competition. They have won all their games in normal time, and they've played like a really beautiful and exciting football that you would want to watch as a neutral. Even people who are not really football fans, who just come in for the tournaments, they would love to watch this Spanish team play. And the best thing is, like, you don't have any big marquee names in the team. I mean, the strings that have been the 2 players that are pulling the strings are 2 youngsters in Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. I mean, they both have been fantastic. You have players like Fabian Ruiz. He's not a worldwide name. You have, okay, I understand they have Pedri and Rodri, but again, they are not that like world-class scorers or that sort of player. He's the best defensive midfielder in the world. I get that, but that's not that's not gonna come up in the posters. People talk about the strikers and all that. So for them to be able to do all this, it is a really good team from the manager and the entire squad as well. I think them being under the radar, and I still remember I said this in my preview when I was doing it. The best thing for this Spanish team is the 2 best thing for them is that firstly they consist of many young players who a lot of people would not know about, unless and until you are a pure football fan, you wouldn't know about much about these players. And secondly, that they are not one of the favorites. People don't expect them to win. Everybody was talking about Portugal, France, England. Those 3 names were on everybody's mouths. They were the favorites to win the tournament, and nobody really thought about Spain. Everybody expected in a way for them to make the next round of 16 or the quarterfinals, but nobody expected them to play such a great football and be so commanding in every game. I mean, even against against Germany, they were so good. Germany tried to come back. I think that game should have been the final because how good that game was. But even then, Spain looked more in control in majority of the game. The way they are passing, the interchanging between the front 3 players, the confidence, that the swagger, the way in a way which they are playing is really beautiful to watch and exciting to watch. I mean, their games are right now they are the only teams that you are excited to watch in the tournament, because maybe Netherlands a little bit, but even if they decide to sit back, which they did against Turkey, they almost paid for it. And the other 2 I'm not going to even talk about, because both of them, France and England, have been boring. So the Spain are like the only joy left in the tournament for the football fans, because of the way they are playing. And I think they are going to continue to play that way. And I think if France, the way that they have played the entire competition, if they play that way, this could be really like a cricket score. It could be really, bad for France. It could be a shame, a really dropping, I don't want to say. But it could be a thrashing by the Spanish side against the French. I'm going again. I'm going to go with the Spanish side. I think they are gonna win it, and I think they are gonna win it easily. I don't see France giving them too much tension. I think their toughest test was Germany, and they have surpassed it. And now I am not. I don't see any team stopping this Spanish side from winning the competition. And I think it's going to be an easy win. And again, I think they're gonna win it inside 90 minutes, and quite convincingly. I am going for a 3-1 Spanish win, and they move into the finals of the European Championship. As for France, I think their tournament is gonna end. It has been a disastrous tournament, to be very honest with you. They have been really poor, and I think it's gonna continue as well for today's game as well. They have not performed that the way that people expected them to, and I don't think that they are gonna perform the same the way that people it's just gonna be same. I don't see anything changing. Even though I would want them to change, I would want Mbappe to, do something in the game. I mean, you are talking about one of the biggest players in the world right now, who has underperformed massively. Like, there's no doubt about it. Maybe this is the game where he finally steps up, scores a brace, takes off his mark, and throws it everywhere. But I really don't see that happening. I see Spain winning convincingly this game. 3-1 win for me. So yeah, that's my preview and prediction for the first semi-final. Please let me know what you guys think of everything. What you guys think who's going to win the semi-final. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.